You here to sign up?
Sign up for what, Miss,
Miss Nothing. The name's Lynn Murphy. I go by Murphy.
Fine, Murphy. Look, all I want is to get down to Palin. I'm looking for, an old friend, and I can't get through.
Join the club. You get to cool your heels with the rest of us on Basra a while. Bronte Corporation has thrown up a blockade around Palin. Tough luck, but you could turn a nice profit if you're smart. There's two corporations in the Palin system, Rondell and Bronte. Bronte is responsible for the blockade. They want to block Rondell food exports, while kicking up their own to fill the void, stealing Rondell's market share. I'm organizing the resistance for Rondell from this base. Hired resistance.
My reasons for wanting to get down to Palin are personal.
Sure, but you'll never break the blockade alone. Smarten up, flyboy.
Flyboy? I'm a privateer.
Privateer, is it? Why not sign on? The money's good. This next mission, an intercept operation, pays 15,000 credits. Interested?
Hey, if I'm gonna bang up against that blockade, might as well get paid for it.
Good. I got a mission right now. We've traced several jumps in system. They're Merc ships coming to reinforce the Bronte blockade. I want you to intercept them at Nav 1 of the Palin system and prevent them from joining the main group by any means necessary.
Funny, you don't look like the type to use euphemisms.
Just trying to spare you, Ace. You look like the squeamish type to me.
Yeah? Guess you've never seen a real man up close. I could arrange it, if you like.
Sure. If one comes by, let me know. Just stop those reinforcements and meet me back here afterwards. Without the cheap come-ons, got it?
Murphy, you're all heart.
Did you hear? A delegation from the Confed Mining Guild swept by here last week. Because of attrition on the front, they're stepping up fighter production, which means more raw ore is being bought, which means it has to be refined, which means everyone is jumping to keep up with the demand. Seems it's going to be a bad year for the Confed, and a hell of a year for us.
Now entering an automatic landing zone.
You're about to suck void, buddy. This crate's about to explode.
This crate's about to explode!
Oh, this is not good. No. It...
Can it be? Has the God of Man abandoned us?
Now entering an automatic landing zone.
Scratch one set of reinforcements, Lynn.
Make it, Murphy. Only my close friends call me Lynn.
And how do I go about getting close to you?
I'm a sucker for love letters, posted from Kilra.
Geez, you must have a lot of company.
No, and I like it that way. Now listen up. We've received a tip that a large scout patrol is approaching our base. They're probably just looking for the first reinforcement wing. But if they come across this base, they'll destroy it. We're not equipped to deal with an assault.
I can handle that patrol, no sweat. Where do I find them?
They're currently sweeping the Palin system. Intercept and eliminate the reinforcements at Nav 1, assuming you can.
Like I said, don't sweat it. I'll handle things on my end. It's your end I'm concerned with.
Again with the cheap come-ons. How about a fat lip, mister?
Lighten up. I only meant for you to have the money when I get back. I like you, Murphy, but you ain't keeping me up nights.
At last, we have something in common.
No. The advantage is mine. Now you die.
Now entering an automatic landing zone.
I heard you waxed the patrol. Not too bad, Ace.
That's the closest thing to a compliment you've ever given me. Getting sentimental in your golden years, Murphy?
If I came on to you in my golden years, it wouldn't be sentiment. It'd be senility. Now listen up. Our attacks on Bronte's reinforcements have finally weakened the blockade. They're running low on fuel, food, patience, you name it. It's time to make the big push and break the blockade. If you'll throw in, I can provide a force of 2 militia Talons for your wing. We'll pay you 15,000 credits when you return here. You in?
I can't speak for everyone, but I like kicking a guy when he's down.
Then you'll start right away before more reinforcements jump in system. This'll be a tough one. The blockade is holding at Nav 4 of Palin's system in orbit around Palin. If you make it through, pick up your friend and return here for your pay.
You worried about my pay? Or that I might leave without saying goodbye?
Believe me, if you had left without saying hello, I'd be delighted.
You're one tough broad, Murphy.
Why, that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
You'll have to go through us to get to Palin. Killing you will put me in the black, flyboy.
Now entering an automatic landing zone. Now entering an automatic landing zone.
You have the look of a smuggler about you. I'm right, am I not? If you have no qualms about running brilliance, head for the Troy system. I know of a woman there, Taylor, who could use an enterprising young man such as yourself. She mainly channels the merchandise to agricultural and mining worlds, where a little chemical cheer is welcome respite from the tedium. Her routes are well drawn and sparsely patrolled. Good money, low risk.
Ah, Dr. Monkhouse. I'm glad to see you.
I wish I could say the same. I am not receiving visitors right now, young man. I wish to be alone.
Sorry, Doc, but I didn't run the blockade to take no for an answer. Listen, I have this alien artifact, and
Don't speak to me about extraterrestrial artifacts. I'm sick of them. I nearly got killed here because of my work. You've heard of the stealth tech? Well, suffice it to say, I recovered an interesting piece of stealth tech manufacture. A piece which interested certain corrupt corporate interests who shall be nameless. All I need is a libel suit on top of everything else. Who are you?
Just a curious privateer.
Well, listen, I was kidnapped and brought to Palin by men who wanted my artifact. And then I was nearly killed in last month's bombing attacks. Thank God my kidnappers were buried beneath the rubble of the interrogation compound.
And what happened to your artifact?
Never you mind about my artifact. What do you want of me?
I have an artifact of my own. I want you to tell me what it is.
I'd consider it in exchange for transportation off-world. If you'll fly me to Basra Refinery Base in the Palin system, I'll help you solve this puzzle.
Basra Refinery Base? It's not exactly vacation central. Why go there?
It's the nearest base, and I detest space travel in cramped quarters. I'll charter a luxury liner back to civilization later. I will pay you 5,000 credits towards your expenses. Have we a bargain?
Okay, Doc. I'll get you off this rock and fly you to Basra. But once we hit Basra, you better prove you were worth the trouble.
Meet me in the bar on Basra for your payment and your analysis. Most assuredly, if I can't tell you about your find, No one can.
Abeling, you are entirely in our power. We know Monkhouse is aboard your craft. You will surrender him to us immediately, or be destroyed.
Now entering an automatic landing zone.
Just like I promised, I've come back for my pay. And anything else you'd like to give me?
I never considered a swift kick in the butt an incentive, but have it your way.
Cute. Give me my money before I get all mushy on you.
Here it is. Did you find your friend?
Uh-huh. He's waiting at the next table.
Then goodbye, and take care of yourself.
That was truly an exciting ride. Thank you for getting me here in one piece. I've examined your artifact. A very interesting piece you have there, young man. Especially since I have one almost exactly like it. Ironically, it's the very piece that my kidnappers were interested in.
Then you know what it is?
Ah, yes. You said you knew nothing of the stealth tech. Well, long before man emerged on Earth, the stealth tech ruled an empire that spanned the galaxy. Even then, they were more technologically advanced than we are now. By the time their empire crumbled, they were possessed of wonders beyond our comprehension.
Is that so? Well, if they were so tough, what happened to them?
No one knows. Some say they perished in a civil war that lasted millennia. Others believe they simply grew weary of their power, surrendered it, and even now enjoy a simple, tranquil existence at the heart of the galaxy.
Nice fairy tale, Doc, but what about the artifact?
Here is my piece of it. Notice anything odd?
The markings.
Hold it up beside yours.
A map. God almighty, it's a treasure map.
Superficially, it also contains a complete set of the Steltec alphabet.
Who cares about that? What are we going to find at the spot indicated, Doc?
Who knows? The real question is, where do we go from here?
The sector on the map seems to be located on the edge of the frontier.
Bad luck indeed. That area is currently uncharted. Without the location of the sector's jump points, exploring the area will be nearly impossible.
Unless I enlist with the exploratory service in Ryganon. That way I could map the jump points and get paid for it at the same time.
Always the privateer, eh? Care you nothing for the possibility of scientific advancement.
You got it, Doc. Nothing. I'm in this for the profit.
Very well. I have no interest in baubles. You may keep my fragment and whatever treasure you find, so long as I get to publish any scientific finds. Agreed?
Sounds good to me.
Excellent. Before you go, I'll program your computer with the nav information from the map, as well as the Steltec alphabet. It may come in handy where you're going.
What? You think X marks the spot to a Steltec colony? You've been watching too many late-night hollows, Doc.
We shall see.
Myself, I used to fly for the exploratory service, till I saved up enough money to buy this bar. It's a good living. They're not real picky about who they take, and the pay's nothing to sneeze at. If you don't mind getting shot at from time to time, you ought to look into it.
Nothing personal, but your death is my gain.
You're about to suck void, buddy. You're a loose end looking to be tied, pal. Damn, you're ripping me apart!
Damn, you're ripping me apart!
Repent and accept our righteous judgment. repent and accept our righteous judgment.
The advantage is mine. Now you die. Killing you will put me in the black, Flyboy. Nothing personal, but your death is my gain.
Now entering an automatic landing zone.
This might sound a little crazy to you, but I've heard there's some guy at New Constantinople. No, make that New Detroit. He's got something that Insus is desperate to get. Something alien. Not Kilrathi. From a civilization way before them. Before us even. Worth a mint. If I was a privateer like you, I'd get the hell over there and look into it.